The Watchers are among the most enigmatic and controversial figures in religious lore. Originating in Jewish apocalyptic texts like the Book of Enoch, these celestial beings straddle the line between divine guardians and rebellious outcasts. Unlike ordinary angels, the Watchers, iron asterisk in Aramaic, were tasked with overseeing humanity, observing, guiding, and reporting back to heaven. But their role took a sinister turn when they abandoned their posts, seduced by the allure of earthly desires. Their story is not just a tale of fall from grace. It's a cosmic warning about the dangers of forbidden knowledge and the fragility of divine order asterisk. The Watcher's narrative is largely preserved in the Book of Enoch, a text excluded from most biblical canons, but revered in Ethiopian Orthodoxy. Here, they are depicted as teachers who corrupted humanity by sharing secrets meant to remain hidden. Secrets that sparked wars, birthed monsters, and invited divine wrath. But why were these angels tempted? Were they driven by compassion for humans, or hubris? Scholars argue that their rebellion reflects ancient anxieties about technology, power, and the moral cost of progress. The Watchers' legacy extends far beyond Scripture. They appear in Gnostic texts as archons who enslave humanity, in Islamic tradition as jinn who defy God's will, and even in modern conspiracy theories as extraterrestrial overlords. Their story is a mirror to humanity's own struggle with ambition and ethics. As we unravel their secrets, we confront a chilling question. Are we repeating their mistakes? The Watchers were no ordinary angels. In the hierarchy of heaven, they belonged to a class known as Grigori. The Watchers, tasked with observing Earth and humanity, but their names and deeds reveal a darker purpose. Semyaza, their leader, is often portrayed as a tragic figure, a charismatic rebel who united 200 angels in a pact sealed on Mount Hermon, a sacred site straddling modern-day Syria and Lebanon. According to the Book of Enoch, it was here that the Watchers swore an oath to descend to Earth, take human wives, and share forbidden knowledge. But Semyaza was not alone. Azazel, another key Watcher, became synonymous with corruption, teaching humanity to craft weapons and vanity. The Watchers' identities blur the line between myth and history. Some scholars propose they were inspired by ancient Near Eastern deities like the Canaanite Rephaim or Babylonian Apkallu, semi-divine beings who brought civilization to humanity. Others argue they symbolize the dangers of cultural exchange, reflecting Jewish anxieties about foreign influences during the Second Temple period. Their hybrid nature, part angel, part rebel, resonates with universal themes of betrayal and ambition. But why did they fall? The Book of Enoch suggests a mix of lust and pride. By taking human wives, the Watchers defied the boundary between divine and mortal, birthing the Nephilim, giants who ravage the earth. Yet, some apocryphal texts hint at a nobler motive: empathy. The Testament of Umram, a Dead Sea Scroll fragment, describes Watchers pleading with God to spare humanity from suffering. Were they rebels or reluctant revolutionaries? The answer lies in the shadows of history. The Watchers' greatest sin was not their rebellion. It was the knowledge they unleashed. According to the Book of Enoch, they taught humanity 7 deadly arts, each designed to corrupt and destroy. Azazel instructed men in metallurgy, crafting swords, shields, and armor that turned brother against brother. Kokabeel revealed the secrets of astrology, enabling humans to manipulate cosmic forces for greed. Armoros taught the resolving of spells, while Penemu instructed the art of writing, a tool for both enlightenment and deception. But the most insidious lessons came from Shemahaza, who gifted women the arts of beautification, cosmetics, dyes, and jewelry. These skills, seemingly benign, were weapons of seduction that fueled vanity and moral decay. The Watchers' teachings transformed humanity from innocent agrarian societies into warring, power-hungry civilizations. Ancient scribes likened this to a second fall of man, a collapse of divine order. Why would angels share such secrets? Some scholars argue the Watchers sought to elevate humanity, granting them godlike power. Others believe it was sabotage, a deliberate act to provoke God's wrath. The Dead Sea Scrolls Book of Giants describes the Nephilim using this knowledge to dominate the earth, consuming resources and waging wars so violent that the land cried out. The Watchers' gifts were a double-edged sword, progress at the cost of humanity's soul. Today, we face similar dilemmas with AI and genetic engineering. Are we, too, playing with fire? The Book of Enoch is the Rosetta Stone of angelic lore, a text so explosive it was buried for millennia. Composed around 300 BCE, it claims to be the visions of Enoch, the biblical patriarch who walked with God and was taken to heaven. Unlike Genesis, which glosses over the Watchers, Enoch's account is chillingly detailed. He describes their descent to Mount Hermon, their hybrid offspring, and their eventual imprisonment in a fiery abyss by the archangels Michael and Raphael. But why was this book excluded from the Bible? Early church fathers like Tertullian revered it, but by the 4th century, it was deemed too radical. Its depiction of flawed angels and apocalyptic judgment clashed with emerging Christian orthodoxy. Yet, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church preserved it as scripture, and fragments were rediscovered in the Dead Sea Scrolls in 1947, proving its influence on Second Temple Judaism. The Slavonic version, to Enoch, adds even darker layers, describing the Watchers' creation of artificial souls and their experiments on humans. The Book of Enoch's legacy is undeniable. It shaped New Testament authors. Jude quotes Enoch directly, and Jesus' references to the days of Noah allude to the Watchers' corruption. Modern scholars debate its origins. Was it a polemic against Hellenistic culture? A coded critique of corrupt priests? Either way, its message is clear. Knowledge without wisdom is a path to ruin. The Watchers' rebellion was no spontaneous act. It was a calculated coup. On Mount Hermon, 200 angels swore a blood oath to take wives among the daughters of men and share divine secrets. This pact, sealed in fire and darkness, marked the beginning of the end. The Watchers' union with humans birthed the Nephilim, hybrid giants described as consumers of men. These creatures defied natural law, devouring crops, livestock, and eventually humans until the earth cried out against them. God's response was merciless. The archangel Michael was dispatched to bind the Watchers in the Dudial Desert, a void of eternal fire and ice. Their Nephilim offspring were slaughtered in the Great Flood, their souls condemned to roam earth as demons. But the Book of Jubilees adds a haunting twist. The disembodied spirits of the Nephilim became evil spirits, plaguing humanity with disease and temptation. Even in defeat, the Watchers' corruption endured. Why did God allow this to happen? Theologians argue it was a test of free will for both angels and humans. The Watchers chose pride over obedience. Humans chose forbidden knowledge over innocence. Their fall is a cautionary tale, reminding us that even celestial beings are not immune to corruption. But what if their rebellion was part of a divine plan? Gnostic texts suggest the Watchers were pawns in a cosmic game. Their fall engineered to awaken humanity to higher truths. The mystery remains unsolved and unsettling. The Nephilim, literally the fallen ones, were the monstrous progeny of the Watchers and human women, described in the Book of Enoch as giants 300 cubits tall, over 450 feet. They were more than myth. Ancient texts from Mesopotamia to Greece echo their existence. The Sumerians wrote of the Anunnaki, divine beings who interbred with humans. The Greeks feared the Titans, children of heaven and earth. Even the Bible hints at their legacy, calling them mighty men of renown whose deeds corrupted the earth. But were they literal giants or metaphors for tyranny? The Book of Giants, found among the Dead Sea Scrolls, paints a chilling portrait. It describes Nephilim with insatiable appetites, devouring crops, livestock, and finally humans. Their violence was so extreme that the earth itself cried out, triggering the Great Flood as divine retribution. Yet, some traditions claim a few Nephilim survived. The Emim and Zamzumim of Deuteronomy are labeled as their descendants, tribes so fearsome they terrified even the Israelites. Modern conspiracy theorists point to discoveries like the 1911 giant of Castelnau, an 11-foot femur fossil, as proof, though mainstream science dismisses these as hoaxes. The Nephilim's legacy endures in unexpected ways. In 2017, geneticists identified a ghost species in human DNA, sparking debates about ancient hybridization. Could this be evidence of the Watcher's bloodline? Or are the Nephilim a warning about unchecked power? Their story forces us to ask, what monsters might we create when divinity and humanity collide? The Watcher's tale is not confined to Judaism or Christianity. In Greek myth, Prometheus defied Zeus to gift humanity fire, a parallel to Azazel's rebellion. Like the Watchers, Prometheus was punished eternally, chained to a rock while an eagle devoured his liver. Similarly, Zoroastrianism's divas were once divine beings who chose deceit, mirroring the Watcher's fall from grace. Islamic tradition offers a striking counterpart. The jinn, born of smokeless fire. Jinn possess free will and can be good or evil. The Quran mentions Harut and Marut, two angels sent to earth to test humanity, who taught magic but warned, "We are a trial, so do not disbelieve." Like the Watchers, their knowledge came at a cost. Even Hinduism's Asuras, demonic beings who war with gods, echo this theme of celestial rebellion. In pop culture, the Watchers inspire both awe and dread. TV's Supernatural depicts them as rogue angels manipulating humanity, while the Diablo video game series casts them as sinister overseers. Ufologists, like Eric von Daniken, claim the Watchers were extraterrestrials who genetically engineered humans. This cross-cultural resonance begs the question, are these stories mere echoes of human imagination or fragments of a forgotten truth? The Watchers' rebellion forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about free will and divine justice. Why would God allow angels, beings of pure spirit, to fall? Early theologians like Augustine argued it was a test of loyalty, but mystics like Isaac Luria saw it as part of a cosmic repair process. Tikkun Olam, where darkness exists to spur humanity toward light. The Watcher's choice to defy heaven mirrors humanity's own struggle with temptation, ambition, and the seduction of power. Ethically, their story is a cautionary tale about forbidden knowledge. The Watchers gifted humanity metallurgy, astrology, and sorcery, advancements that brought both progress and destruction. Today, we face similar dilemmas. AI that could surpass human control, genetic engineering that could rewrite life itself. Are we, like the Watchers, overstepping divine or natural boundaries? Transhumanists argue we're evolving into gods, but critics warn of hubris. The Watcher's fate, a chained existence in cosmic darkness, hangs over these debates like a specter. Philosophers like Nietzsche saw the Watchers as tragic heroes, challenging a tyrannical god. Yet, their story also warns of collateral damage. The Nephilim's rampage and the flood's devastation remind us that rebellion often harms the innocent. In an age of climate crisis and nuclear brinkmanship, the Watcher's tale feels unerringly relevant. Are we repeating their mistakes or learning from them? The Watcher's story doesn't end with the flood. The Book of Revelation warns that during the end times, the angels of the abyss, led by Abaddon, the destroyer, will be unleashed. Many scholars link these beings to the Watchers, suggesting their imprisonment is temporary. The Dead Sea Scrolls War Scroll describes a final battle where the sons of light defeat the sons of darkness, including the Watchers' lingering influence. Modern doomsday cults have latched onto this narrative. The Heaven's Gate cult, which committed mass suicide in 1997, believed escaping Earth's corruption would reunite them with celestial beings. Similarly, Aum Shinrikyo, responsible for the Tokyo sarin attack, sought to hasten the apocalypse to purify the world. Even fringe theorists claim the 2023 Pentagon UFO hearings hint at Watchers' return as interdimensional entities. In 2020, a declassified CIA document referenced non-human entities influencing global events. While skeptics dismiss this as fantasy, the parallels are unsettling. Are we approaching a real-world unbinding of the Watchers? Whether myth or prophecy, their story warns that some doors, once opened, cannot be closed. Mount Hermon, the Watchers' fabled descent site, is a nexus of mystery. In 1968, archaeologists uncovered altars inscribed with Enochian symbols near its base, suggesting ancient rituals tied to the Watchers. Local Druze communities still whisper of Jabal al-Sheikh, Mountain of the Chief, where fallen angels commune with the dead. But the most compelling evidence lies in the Dead Sea Scrolls, where the Book of Watchers, 1 Enoch 1-36, details their crimes and punishment. In 2006, hacker Gary McKinnon breached NASA and Pentagon servers, claiming he found files titled Non-Terrestrial Officers and Off-World Entities. Though dismissed as a hoax, conspiracy circles speculate these files reference Watchers or their kin. Even mainstream science acknowledges anomalies. The Göbekli Tepe ruins, dating to 9,600 BC, feature carvings of humanoid figures with animal heads, eerily reminiscent of Enoch's angelic descriptions. Yet, skeptics argue the Watchers are pure myth, born of ancient fears about natural disasters or foreign invaders. The debate rages. Are these scattered clues part of a hidden history, or just humanity's love for storytelling? Until the abyss speaks, the truth remains shrouded. Today, the Watchers are reborn in pixels and hashtags. TikTok occultists perform rituals to channel Azazel, while Reddit threads dissect their ties to the Illuminati. Scholars, however, remain divided. Dr. Michael S. Heiser, a renowned theologian, argues the Watchers were real spiritual entities, while Dr. Francesca Stavrokopoulou frames them as political allegory. critiques of corrupt Second Temple priests. The ancient astronaut theory, popularized by ancient aliens, posits the Watchers were extraterrestrials who jump-started human civilization. This idea gained traction in 2021 when astrophysicist Avi Loeb suggested interstellar objects like Oumuamua could be alien probes. Meanwhile, the transhumanist movement views the Watchers as pioneers, arguing that humanity's destiny is to merge with technology and transcend limits, a modern echo of their forbidden teachings. In 2022, a UK woman named Clara M. claimed to channel Semyaza, warning of a hybrid takeover by 2045. Psychiatrists diagnose her with schizophrenia, but her followers see her as a prophet, whether madness or revelation. The Watchers' allure persists, proving their myth is far from dead. John Milton's Paradise Lost immortalized Lucifer as a tragic rebel, but scholars argue Milton drew inspiration from the Watchers. Their influence permeates secret societies. The Freemasons' great architect mirrors Enoch's visions of divine geometry, while the Rosicrucians sought the Watchers' hidden knowledge to achieve enlightenment. In literature, Neil Gaiman's Sandman reimagines them as cosmic bureaucrats, and Marvel's Eternals frames them as alien guides. Even Philip K. Dick's sci-fi novels explore themes of divine rebellion and artificial souls, echoing Enoch's ancient warnings. Ethically, the Watchers force us to confront a paradox. Does forbidden knowledge liberate or enslave? From the atomic bomb to AI, each breakthrough carries a price. The Watchers' legacy is a mirror, reflecting humanity's endless dance between ambition and hubris, curiosity and catastrophe. Why do the Watchers captivate us millennia later? Because they embody humanity's deepest fears and desires. To transcend limits, to know the unknowable, to challenge the divine. Their story is a fractal, repeating in every culture, every technological leap, every ethical crossroads. As we stand on the brink of AI and genetic revolution, their tale whispers a warning. Knowledge without wisdom is a path to ruin. Yet, it also offers a glimmer of hope. The Watchers fell, but Enoch ascended, proof that even in darkness, redemption is possible. The question is, which path will we choose? The Watchers are more than myth. They are a mirror, and in their reflection, we see ourselves. If you crave more secrets from the shadows, subscribe and ring the bell. The Watchers are watching, but so are we. Stay curious. Stay wary. Until next time, this is Unknown Investigator, digging deeper so you don't have to.